Hey, what's up, man? This your boy Deuce,
Boy, Ace
and this is my brother's 2 cent.
podcast.
Feel it, right?
Nice.
Yeah, you feeling that now, right?
I think that's our age range right there.
Yeah, I was gonna put Lantana on there, but I was like, he can say something about that.
That'd have
man.
been cool for the first episode. We so Cincinnati. That's
So
cool.
Cincinnati, that's gonna be the saying on here, man. All right, man. Me and my brother been talking a lot, and we had these great conversations. So we figured, like, hey, let's do a podcast. And how this podcast is gonna be broken down is we're gonna talk about sports, music, culture, politics.
Yep.
All right. First things first is gonna always go with my brother's keeper. This is the part of the show where we just ask each other how you doing, like a black man's mental health check. So, what's happening?
What's good?
How you feeling, man?
I'm hanging in there, maintaining. Everything has been going good. Question is, how you been doing?
I'm still standing. I'm still standing, man.
I know.
It be like that, you know what I mean? It's tough though. Like, you can't even complain as a black man.
Yeah.
Nobody cares. You just gotta make sure you show up.
That's life. It seems like you gotta roll with the punches sometimes, especially as a man.
Yeah.
Not even just being a black man, but as a man, you gotta roll with the punches. Take everything on one day at a time.
Yeah, every day you just wake up, pop that cake, get to it, man. All right, so we're gonna go with sports first, man. First topic we got is these playoff matchups. You got it
Okay.
pulled up right there.
Yeah, I got my just, but I already know it in my head. I already know.
All right, so who you got, man?
I've been watching it every day.
What matchup is you intrigued by then? Who? Now, in fact, forget that. Who's coming out the West?
The West.
You better not say it, man.
Man, I know a lot of
You
people
better
hitting
not
for
say
this,
it, man.
man.
Don't say it.
The GOAT. We already know
Oh
who the
my
GOAT
God!
is, man.
Here
We
go.
already know who the
Here
GOAT
we
is.
go, man.
You know,
We don't know who the GOAT is.
my
You
guy
don't know who the GOAT is.
from Eastern Ohio. You know what I'm saying? I know he's a bad guy sometimes, but most of the time he's my guy.
He's coming out the West.
I think so, man.
He's gonna beat Joker.
I think so. They lost last night, but
So,
I think so.
Hold on.
The man is averaging. I think he's averaging like 25 points a game. Boy, I gotta let me look.
But
this
let's talk about it. All right, so he got a team where it's only 3 guys that can average over 20. So that's 75 points. Ain't no team winning with 75 points on the board. Then you got Denver. They got like 4 people that can average 20. You got Oklahoma City that's been running a gauntlet in the West.
Yeah, they beat them Sunday. They lost last night though. I'm not gonna take nothing away from them. They lost last night.
So you
you
telling me go to standings right there?
I want to look up the stats. First.
No, let's go to stats. Let's go to standings. You talking about?
I usually.
I'm on your computer, man.
That's what I'm saying. How you gonna just
I'm
take
on your
over?
computer, man, because you ain't looking at the right stuff, man.
Man, the standards don't tell us nothing.
You
It's
talking
just showing
about
us how
y'all?
competitive it is.
So, and y'all sleeping on Golden State.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
So
What team
I
do you
think
like?
Denver.
Okay, you picked.
I think Denver got the most complete team, man.
Did you just
They
hear
got-
about what happened to their team?
Oh,
okay. All
Don't nobody know why they got fired, but still,
right.
they keep it under the hush. But the thing is, if you got a team like Joker can average 20, 25. Aaron Gordon, he's a defender and he can average over 20. You got
I
Jamal
like
Murray.
Aaron Gordon too, man.
You got Jamal Murray can push up 20. You got Michael Carter Williams. I think that's his name. Michael Carter Williams, right?
Yeah.
Can average over 20. So you got 4 out of the gate right there. So your little 20, your little 75 going against my 100, you can't sweat. What is it?
LeBron James.
No, it ain't, man. No, it ain't, man.
I don't think nobody can stop him.
No,
And-
man. I don't care. What Shannon say? I don't care if you got Bron, Thong Song, Wonton. Lakers get swept in 5. Lakers get swept in 5.
One thing I noticed though, you gotta look at the standings over here. Okay, the West is so tight. Every game is about what it's about at least a game, maybe a game and a half.
And everybody got 48, 50, 48 wins.
Yeah.
And you got, because you got LeBron James, a senior citizen, you just automatically. So let me ask you this then. When did LeBron become your championship ticket? Like, you got LeBron, you have a chance. And when did that happen?
I'm gonna tell you what happened.
Okay.
Because I'm from Cincinnati, man. When LeBron first came, I didn't think he would be too much of anything. I didn't think he would be. I thought he was just another hype person because we grew up in the Jordan era. But let's be honest, we grew up in the Jordan era. Nobody could be greater than Jordan. So they said, hey, we got this kid from high school. He might be better than Jordan. So he comes out and he started living to the expectations. And I was so surprised. I was like,
living to the expectations?
Man, he was living up to the expectations. He was, matter of fact, he was surpassing them. I mean, the guy was doing tremendous things and spectacular. It was just, he was having some great games. I know you don't like him, man.
Because you don't know, you ain't said nothing. You just said a whole bunch of nothing.
I'm just saying, though.
He came out of high school. He did his thing. All right, cool. I'm not going to take that from him, right? But dig, though. So, the guy came out. How many times he been to the finals? 10 times? 9 times?
10, I think it was
10 times, right?
10 times.
All right. How many rings he got?
It was like total on the 4.
He got 4 rings, right? So that's 40%. This man is 40% in the championship game, and y'all think this man is y'all ticket to win? That's failing.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I mean,
it's just the hype, man. Like, the guy, and he ain't live up to the expectation. When did he do a dunk contest? When did he? So let's. He's your GOAT, right? MJ, no, forget that. Well, let's go GOAT for GOAT, right? Because I got MJ. Obviously, you got LeBron. Who has the most MVPs?
Your favorite player,
Michael Jordan. All right.
Who your favorite
player? Who has more scoring titles? Michael Jordan. Who has more Finals MVPs? Who has more rings?
Michael Jordan.
Who has more defensive players of the year?
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Hold on. Who has it? Hold on.
Between who?
Between Jordan and LeBron.
Oh, okay.
Michael Jordan. All right. Who has more still championships? Michael Jordan. I'll save you a Michael Jordan. Who has more
still champions?
Who dunk contest? Michael Jordan. So this guy that you said is your GOAT ain't even the best in his peers. So how is he gonna be better than a legend?
I mean, the guy played against 70% of the NBA that ever played a game. That's 70%. That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot of trash too. How you play against that many people and lose that many times?
Hey man, he played against.
You talk about he exceeded the height. We expected him in a dunk contest, even when he told us he would. And then got scared and gapped out. He has no heart. He never had heart.
If we basing it off dunk contests.
No, not dunk contests. We talking even scoring titles. He wasn't even the better scorer of his peers.
But that's why
only one time.
That's what I like about the guy. He never became that guy that was supposed to be. I'm just caring about myself and getting these buckets and getting these points, and y'all play defense. It's a team game.
It's a team game.
It's a team sport.
Team sport.
Come on, Booby Gibson, hit that 3.
It's a team sport, right?
Yes.
But we ain't talking about
come on,
Bulls versus
hit that sky.
His 4 teams he had to run to get a chip. We talking about Michael versus LeBron.
Right.
Player for player. Michael Jordan was the best player in his era and every era after that and every era before that. LeBron wasn't even the best player in his era, stat for stat, accolade for accolade. So how is he the GOAT?
Wow. That's the first time I heard that.
I'm the George shrug on you.
What do you mean? His error is still
he wasn't a better scorer because he only got 1 scoring title. He wasn't a better defender because he only got 1 defensive player of the year. He wasn't a better MVP because he only got 4.
What about all-around player?
He didn't win any of those stats. So how is he the better all-around player? They could put him in different positions. He's great. I will give you that. I give you that. He's great. He ain't the GOAT. And you said because the Lakers got him. If you said Luka, I'd go for it. Like, all right, Luka and Reeves, cool. LeBron.
Well, let's think about it from a realistic standpoint, though. Like, when you look at the Lakers team, and you say LeBron James is 40, Would a 40-year-old player be one of your 3 best players on the NBA team?
How we going longevity?
We ain't even going longevity. We talking about realistically.
I'm saying he's 40 years old, right? No, that is great though. I ain't gonna take that from him. Being 40 and doing what he's doing, I was surprised. I'm like, damn.
I mean, Jordan.
When he dunking, I was
Jordan
like,
at that age was missing dunks.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I seen something on the internet. They said LeBron might be juicing. Somebody said he might be juicing. So you know if that come out to be true, it's a wrap.
Yeah. But hold on. Let's get back because I think what happened is we went around what we was talking about.
Because you said it. You know you triggered me. As soon as you said
you triggered you
LeBron the GOAT. He's the reason why we're gonna win a championship.
What was the subject? Let's step to
it was who's coming out the West, and you said the Lakers.
And that's what I gave my opinion, and you went in on a terrible.
Because you said LeBron is the reason, and I'm like, LeBron ain't even the reason his team is in the playoffs right now. He is not the reason because they were.
So who's your team?
I told you Denver, man.
Okay, so you think
and player for player, matchup for matchup, who's going to guard Jokic on the Lakers? LeBron.
I think Jokic would not be able to stick LeBron.
He won't on offense. I give you that.
But I don't think LeBron would be able to stick Jokic either.
Okay, so
but I think all around LeBron can game plan. He's a coach and a master man. He's a savant of the game. Jokic is too. Don't get me wrong. But we got to think though. He's a young boy compared to
that team is bigger. They play well together.
What did I just tell you? He's a young boy compared to LeBron.
Who?
Jokic.
Okay.
He's a young boy. He's going to outsmart
So they got to go 4 games straight. LeBron can hold up 4 games straight against that team. All up and down. If they pick up the speed because they're younger, if they pick up the pace and run up and down, LeBron is tired. He's tapping out.
I think what the defining
Luka gonna tap out.
I think the defining factor is it's not going. Let's just cancel out them two because they cancel out each other.
They don't,
do the
man.
same thing.
I think do the same I know where you was going. You was gonna say who's gonna be the X factor.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be Aaron Gordon. I don't think nobody on the Lakers can guard Aaron Gordon. Him and Michael Carter Williams because they're so big, they're athletic.
So who's gonna start? Who's gonna stop Luka Doncic when he's
but those guys are bigger and faster. They can stay in front of him. But Luka guys will have to play defense on the other end.
Yeah, but that ain't the problem with. That was the problem with.
Dallas. It ain't to stop Luka. Nobody gonna stop him.
It was the problem with Dallas, but that hasn't been the problem with the Lakers. And I think we gotta really look into that to see where is it that teams are really stopping them, and it's more or less they're slowing down LeBron when the Lakers lose. Not that they're slowing down Luka, but they actually are slowing down LeBron. He's probably scoring maybe 16. What did he score last? No, last game they lost. He scored like 23.
Yeah, he had some. Yeah, he was up there.
Luka was, but it was. I think it was more of the back-to-backs kind of got him.
That's what I'm saying. So you got to go play 4 games against this team. If you beat them in 4, which first round, okay, I might see it, but it depends on this matchup. So let's go 5.
What team went to the finals last year?
I know Denver beat.
Who was in the finals?
Did they beat Dallas? Did they beat Dallas?
Nah.
They did.
Dallas was in the finals against the Celtics.
No, they had a Celtics one. Denver won last year, the year before.
Yeah. The Celtics played the Dallas Mavericks in the finals. How did they get to the finals?
Who? Dallas?
Yeah.
Man, they had a stacked team, bro.
Think so?
That boy with Kyrie, Luka, you had PJ Washington.
If you got Luka on there, and then you got Luka on there, and you got Luka on there. Yeah, that is a stacked team. You just stack a whole bunch of Luka.
Nah, man, you got Kyrie, man. Hey, Kyrie.
Yeah, I'm not.
Hey, Kyrie against Minnesota.
Kyrie did kind of get himself back with that series last year, and I respect that. But at the same time, Luka Doncic carried them guys.
I ain't gonna lie, he did.
Kyrie he gave him that push because I think Kyrie is very clutch. And I think we can't take that away from Kyrie. But at the same time, it's something in Luka to where Dallas, I just think Dallas didn't want to pay him. I don't think they got the money.
No, I don't think Dallas like the way.
I think it's they had to pay
to trade somebody like that is crazy.
If you pay a man $500 million,
they gonna pay him no $500 million. They got salary cap. I think it's like 3 or 5.
They would have had to pay him like $400 million, man.
Nah, it's $300 now, but
It's 300. That's
like 300. Yeah, it's the for the Supermax. I think it's 300.
You know, NBA players making astronomical numbers now.
I know, right? I remember 110 was crazy. These guys got 305. I'm like,
they get like a half
quarter B. Like, damn.
I can't wait till we stick with baseball. We might have to get with baseball too.
True.
Because baseball is getting real interesting.
Your boy, you talking about Vlad Guerrero, who got half a bill?
I'm talking about Tony. One that played.
Oh, the Dodgers, the pitcher.
Yeah, he do everything.
Yeah, he's a unicorn. Man.
I think they pay him down.
Hey, you remember? That's a good point because remember you was talking about the NBA is trying to go into the Europe.
Oh yeah.
Baseball's going in the Asian territory, man. Because the Dodgers got another guy from there's an Asian guy that's doing pretty good too. It used to be Hispanics though. Remember, it was all Hispanics, and now they found like, oh, these Asians can get busy.
Yeah, because hey, I ain't gonna break it down to race, but you know, it's some great players out there, and I think that it goes back into mastering your craft. And a lot of these young guys, especially overseas,
that's a culture thing.
Yeah, they see that they can capitalize in America because this is an entertainment-based country. We based off entertainment. Look at
that's a culture thing, though.
But we love entertainment, and that's one thing that we trying to do as a country is, you know, build on that, and other people from the outside see that, such as, you know, especially like other countries like Japan, China, Puerto Rico, Brazil, Canada. Canada is really coming in smashing too. They really trying to take over too.
Well, I mean, the NBA might take Canada before they take Europe. Because I don't see no more European players coming in from the NBA.
What is Europe? What do you explain? Because Europe is like a broad.
Like the Europeans, the Germans,
because when we break it down, we say y'all from Europe. They say other stuff, like they break it down to
the country.
Yeah,
that's like saying we're from North America.
Yeah, exactly. So they like, you know, okay. But yeah.
All right, what about let's go to the East then? Who you got coming out the East?
The East is probably one of the toughest.
Ooh, I want to say. I remember we talked about this topic. You said something else.
Nah, I thought it would be easy, but you know your boy just got hurt the other night.
Who?
I'll be watching him.
Who?
Donovan Mitchell. He rolled his ankle, bro. He rolled his ankle. You know, in Boston, they be surprising me, but they up and down. They actually surprised me last year. They won a championship. That was surprising, but they deserve it, man. Like nobody.
You see that team?
Not even at that team, bro. That team has been going far for so long. Like.
Yeah, they've been like this almost there.
They had battles with LeBron when he was at almost. I don't want to even say towards the end of his prime because he's still on some other stuff. I don't know what he on, but that's my guy.
Triggering me again, man.
But when he was with them Cleveland series, and I remember they took them to a 7-game series when they had Terry Rozier.
Scary Brown. Terry.
Yeah, they had a nice squad then, and they took LeBron there, and it scared. And I was like, "Yo, them boys gonna be dangerous." And then for them,
that's what happens when you stay the course. Like Tatum didn't leave to go to South Beach. Brown didn't leave to go to South Beach. They built that team. That's why a lot of the teams that builds dynasties. That was a shot at LeBron. But the teams that build dynasties are the teams that stuck like Giannis. They develop Giannis. That's why the Bucks is always going to be a threat. Denver, all those guys develop together. That's why they're going to be a threat for a long period of time. Teams that stay together, even like that Miami team, they kind of kept their core. They got rid of Jimmy, but they kept their core with Bam and those shooters, Tyler Hero, and all those guys.
Yeah,
they're a threat. Boston, they developed those players, kept them together. They brought in key pieces like Holiday. All they needed was one guy to just play defense. They got all the offense. But that team is like the most complete team in the league to me. At least for starting five.
They are. Not even starting five. Like, they benches deep. They had 2 players that scored 40. What's his name? The guy that went to the Olympics with the long forehead.
White. White. He do got a hell of a forehead.
Yeah, but he's nice, though.
I'm glad he cut his hair, man.
And what's crazy is, like, we're starting to... Because it was, I remember it was a time when we was watching basketball, and the players that we grew up watching were getting old, and they was getting washed. And then this up and coming new NBA was coming in, but it was a dog time at one point where, like, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
All them was coming up.
right there,
they was coming up, and we was like, because Tracy McGrady and them, all of them was going down.
Yeah.
Then you know what I'm saying. Then Tim Duncan came in running stuff for a minute.
Yeah,
and I think Boston. I think Boston is that team. That's holding this. They gonna be holding it down for a while. They remind me of that San Antonio.
If they buy into the system and don't worry about pay, because you know that's what messes everyone up. Because they already paid Brown.
Yeah.
I think they paid Tatum, didn't they?
Yep.
Now it's like these other guys got to be able to take a pay cut to win a championship. And it's like, do you take the ring? Do you take the money?
And that's
because they already got the ring. So it's like, I ain't going to be a Hall of Famer.
I hear you, but that's the scary part about the NBA these days. Like, the money that these guys getting paid, you ain't going to be able to keep the same team, and you ain't going to be able to keep the same goal. Everybody goals is not the same. Because it's like, one of my favorite podcasts is Gilbert Arenas podcast.
Yeah, Gilbert
Arenas. And he, like, one of them dudes, but he talks a lot about, he wouldn't have got the bag.
He's a realist. Because, like I'm saying, like,
but it's going to be guys in the NBA that's not going to care about those championships. That's going to care about that bag, but got the skills to be that guy.
I ain't going to lie to you. If I get one, crazy as hell. If I get one early, it's a wrap. I'm chasing bags after bag. Like, I don't need it.
Yeah, but he never really.
Is it a benefit for being in the Hall of Fame? Like, do you get extra money?
No, but it's notoriety. Like, I think.
Man, I don't care about no notoriety. You know what notoriety gonna be? When you see my family name on all the businesses when you drive down the street, that's the notoriety.
Nah, I think
I don't care about that.
Though, I think you do carry that name holds weight. Being in those type of